Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about what Carlo Ancelotti had to say in his press conference? Whether or not Real Madrid win, we'll have to wait and see. But if they do win, he says we will win the competition. If Manchester City wins, they will win the competition. Do you agree with that? Because it's actually kind of true. Every time we beat Manchester City, we won the competition. The time they beat us, they won the competition. So not only is this just an abnormal phase in the competition where we're playing against each other, because at the end of the day, this is a final, this is a semi-final, this is a quarterfinal, this is a whatever. It's a final. It's a final game. It's the biggest game you're gonna see in the whole competition. Trust me, this is gonna be the most insane game you will be watching, I think, this year. Even bigger than the El Clasico, because this is a Clasico itself. The amount of times we have faced against Manchester City is absolutely astonishing. We faced them 14 times. In our last 14 games we faced against Manchester City, we've lost 5, we've drawn 5, and we've won 4. In our last game, in our previous game, we have drawn 1-1, only beating them at penalties. Of course, pretty much in every single game we have played against Manchester City, they have dominated us, they have beaten us down, but we have been able to withstand their attempts on goal, we have been able to withstand their high press, their high pressure, and I'm assuming that's what they're going to do now. They're a fantastic team. Of course, yes, this year, this game, these two games are going to be so much different than everything else, maybe, possibly, for the sole reason that they've had injuries, we've had injuries. They played horribly, we've played horribly, but a little bit less. So they've struggled in the competition. They nearly got knocked out and instantly eliminated. So whereas we, Real Madrid, we could have hit the top 8 if maybe one or two teams just slipped in points, Regardless of that, if we also look at the amount of injuries we have in defense, and this is going to be playing a massive factor. Militao, Carvajal, Rudiger, Alaba, Lucas Vasquez, and Juan Martinez, who's a youngster but still a defensive player. Six defenders who are going to be injured and out of the game. That means, what does that mean? I'll tell you what that means. It means Fede Valverde will be going back to the right back position. This man is an absolute beast. I don't think without him we could do anything, because he's just doing so well in defense, and it's not even his position. He's a midfielder. Tchouaméni will be next to him. Asensio will be next to him. Hopefully, Fran Garcia. We need some more attacking defenders. Mendy might not be ready. We'll have to wait and see. Courtois, of course, in goal. Ceballos, Camavinga might be coming back to start the game. But still, Camavinga hasn't been 100% since he's been getting knocked up quite a lot, in my opinion. And his performance hasn't been 100%. Ceballos has been a fantastic asset for Real Madrid. And we just clearly see it only in his numbers. You don't have to watch his game to see how well he's playing. And Jude Bellingham, Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo, the main 4, of course, in the front lineup. One thing I want to mention, since this is also going to be something people are going to keep an eye out for, who's going to mark Haaland? Who's going to mark Haaland? Because we know the whole meme or the whole joke or the whole situation between Rudiger and Haaland. But Rudiger is injured, so who's going to take Haaland? And I think it should be Asensio. It'd be interesting to see how that goes. Of course, Haaland is bigger, taller, and possibly stronger than Asensio. Of course, Rudiger was able to handle Haaland. I don't know if Asensio will. I think he can. He's an absolute beast. In his last game against Atletico Madrid, he won 5 out of 5 duels, I believe, and got dribbled past 0 times. So Asensio is just spectacular. The fact that we got a player like him with at his age, with the little playing time or opportunities he got in the starting 11 of the A team, basically, is absolutely mind blowing. He's an absolute phenomenon to the team. I don't know how else to describe him. He's gonna be very vital. Of course, in Real Madrid's last 5 games, we should have won 5 out of 5. We've won 3. Our last 2 games, Espanyol and Atletico Madrid, should have been wins. You guys can watch the post-match analysis for each one of them, but they should have been a win. But even with the score lines that we got, even with the points that we got, I'm very confident that Real Madrid are going to be able to do very well, because at this point we've pretty much collectively worked so well with all the problems that we're having. And the only thing that we really need to focus on are a few players like Mbappe and Vinicius, who have struggled to really link up quite terribly. Actually, they haven't been able to link up that well. Even Mbappe with Jude against Atletico Madrid, they've just struggled to link up massively. It's hopefully Vinicius will be back to all self. We hope that he avoids playing like he did in the first half against Atletico Madrid, and rather play the way he did in the second half of that game. Because if we have that Vinicius, and then we have the Mbappe who's finally come to his senses and done so much magic in the team, we would destroy Manchester City's defense. And I'm not even going to mention Rodrigo. Do I even have to mention Rodrigo? The amount of times Rodrigo has absolutely blown away Manchester City in the last minutes of the game is just a miracle, you could say. It's just a blessing. So statistically, Rodrigo against Manchester City, very, very nice. Very, very nice. But there's yet another but. Yes, we are playing away in our first game. We will be going to England at their home stadium. But this game is going to be very, it's going to be very important that each player is going to need to focus on themselves, because Jude Bellingham, Luka Modric, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and Endrick could be suspended in the next game. Of course, Endrick isn't that much of a big deal, but the other guys, we need them. We can't afford having them getting booked, especially Tchouaméni, who's really the last option for us in covering that centre-back position. Jude Bellingham, who's a fantastic player. Luka Modric, who's an asset to the team. I don't even need to talk about Luka Modric. We all know how amazing he is. He's an absolute legend. So, yeah. There isn't much else to say, ladies and gents. If you want my score prediction, well, I don't think I can give you one, honestly, because it's gonna be very hard to give you one. Real Madrid is against Manchester City at this time, at this stage, at this phase, at this. It's just, oh my god. If you really want to pull something out of me, I really don't know. Like, something just tells me 1-0 win for us, maybe. I hope. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And make sure to also join my Discord down below if you would like to join on the live chat when I do the live stream watch along between Real Madrid and Manchester City. So turn notifications on for that as well. I'll see you guys all on the next one. Take care and peace.